All right, I dare you to do this project. I dare you to take this on and have a think about it and see how you can put this to use in your own business. I've done this myself and it made a massive difference. Let's imagine you could only work for 12 hours a week. Let's imagine for some reason, I don't know, some alien disease hit you and you could only work for 12 hours a week. What tasks and what systems and what things would you put your heart and soul into for those 12 hours if you only had 12 hours a week? What would you need to delegate? What would you need to stop doing altogether? What are things that you've been putting time into that really, they're not leading anywhere, they're just maintaining something that's not really ideal? If you only had 12 hours a week, how would you spend that time? Because what you're doing is you're thinking 80-20 when you start to do this. 20% of your inputs produce 80% of your profits. You're thinking, what would I be putting my time into if I only had 12 hours a week? And that's where you need to put your time into over the next 6 months, over the next 12 months. Now let's imagine if you did only have 12 hours a week to get your work done, what would you pass off to others? What tasks would you delegate? Would you outsource to contractors? What would you get rid of to make space for you to focus well on 12 hours of important work a week? Another question to ask is who would your mentors be? Or who are your support team? If you had to, say, within a month, cut down to 12 hours a week of your own work, who would be the people you'd be going to for advice and to help you plan that? Because it's not going to happen by itself. And because if you had the skills to work 12 hours a week, you'd probably already be doing it. We need to be able to draw from someone or get some help from someone. Who would you turn to? Now, if you were going to just 12 hours a week, what would you cut? What would you get rid of? What projects are you keeping alive that need to die? What clients are you working for that you need to lose? Okay, we've all got clients who we don't look forward to talking to. Why are you keeping them? Are you so short of clients that you really need them? Like seriously? I don't think so. Get rid of them. Get the ones who are not kind, not polite, and who are not fun, get them out of your life. What else would you cut? What are some things you wouldn't do anymore? I'll bet you wouldn't sit in front of your computer all day dealing with emails if you only had 12 hours a week to work. What are the things that you'd get rid of? Also, if you only had 12 hours a week to work, what are some systems you'd need to build so that you could stop doing the work yourself? Up till now, you've been the system for some of the things in your business. Let's imagine if we were to take you out of it, what systems would need to be in place? Is it a recruiting system? Is it a staff accountability system? Is it some software? What would you need to be systematizing and getting out of your workload to be able to focus 12 hours a week on other things? So that's a big project, and to be honest, it should take you less than 10 minutes. And what that project does is it gives you clarity in what you actually should be focusing on and what you shouldn't be focusing on, and it lets you get on with it. I'm not saying you have to work only 12 hours a week, but I dare you to try it. See what happens. What do you lose, right? I've done it, and it is liberating. It's like, oh, I don't need to do all these things I thought I needed to do. My staff are actually way more competent than I thought. My processes actually work better than I realized. I don't need to micromanage things so much. And I don't really want to do that every week, but I've done it and it feels great. And it gives you clarity, it gives you focus, and there's purpose in that project. I encourage you to go and do it.